For me, it arose from going to college and just cutting loose and being wild.
It's all about the taste. It's all about the taste.
Personally, I'm a beer geek.
I really developed a passion for the local beer scene, the beer industry.
Business is not my thing. If I did it, I would probably just give it all away.
It's a passion for a lot of us.
Craft beer for me is it's a quality local product that you enjoy, that may inspire you.
Craft beer is something that's been debated a lot, but in general what it means is beer with flavor. If you ask the Brewers Association, you're going to get a different definition. They're going to talk about the size of the brewery, who owns the brewery, but basically, as far as the customer is concerned, it's flavorful beer.
It's an artisanal style of beer, which doesn't really answer the question of craft beer, but what it does mean, especially to somebody like me, is it's small batches of high quality beer.
It's probably not the same beer every day. It's something new and exciting. I'm always looking for something different every time I go to a local pub or something like that. I'm always trying to see something different from a different brewery or something.
Not only is there an explosion of craft brewing in the entire United States, but especially here in the South Sound and in the city of Tacoma.
5-10 years ago, we were maybe at 1,900 breweries in America. Right now, we're over 3,000. This is the most breweries that we've ever had as a nation, period.
There's a huge resurgence going on right now, and it doesn't show any signs of slowing down. And I think it's connected with a lot of things. A lot of people are more interested in drinking local. There's a lot of creativity going on.
I mean, it's like cooking. People love flavorful food, and they can get it anywhere, but people are also realizing they love flavorful beer, but they can't necessarily get it everywhere. So as long as that unsatisfied demand exists, I think craft beer is going to continue to grow.
I go out to a white tablecloth restaurant, a really nice restaurant, and you see more people drinking beer than wine. You're seeing a lot more food pairings. You're seeing that culture of beer geekiness, for lack of a better word.
We started about almost 3 years ago now. We started out brewing one barrel at a time, which is about 31 gallons at a time, super small. We were one of the smallest breweries in Washington for the last 2 years.
Oh, small. So we're nano brewery. So it's a one barrel system, which is about 30 gallons per batch.
Our capacity really is about 2,700 barrels, which sounds like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, if you look at other larger breweries, they're doing 30,000 barrels or 40,000 barrels.
When we decided to start a brewery here in Tacoma, we wanted to bring back some of the rich history of brewing history of Tacoma. And for us, a logical choice was Pacific Brewing and Malting. Because when they went out of business in Prohibition in 1960 in the state, it was one of the largest in the state, the second largest brewery in the state. So we thought it was a great fit.
My inkling as a brewer is to stay as local as possible. To me, that's the purpose. We want to be a Tacoma craft brewery, and we want to primarily serve Tacoma. In order to make beer, a brewer needs to be both artistic and scientific.
Kind of go picking a style first. Do you want to make an IPA, a stout, what kind of style that you want to make, and then the flavor profiles of that. Do you want to make one that's real hoppy, one that's real sweet?
I'd say about 90% is scientific and the other 10 is art. So if you can come up with a good recipe, be innovative, yeah, I think that's has to do a lot with the creative part.
Do you want to have fruit in it? All kinds of different things like that you'll start putting together to build the recipe and get the finished product.
There's over 400 different varieties of beer. Each one is so unique to the next. On top of that, you have all these breweries. And no breweries brew the same beer. There might be some similarities, but there's always going to be that really nice, unique character. And my love is to find those unique characters, cellar it, see what it tastes like in a couple months. You have foodies, I'm a beerie.
We're at Narrows Brewing, and we're doing an all Tacoma Brewers collaboration beer, and it's a dark Belgian IPA.
What we're trying to do is really build a brand for the city of Tacoma. We've got us
We've got Tacoma Brewing, Pacific Brewing and Malting. We've got Wingman, we've got Harmon, and we've got Ram.
Just the camaraderie to these guys. I visit, when I'm not at work, I visit, Kenny at Wingman, Morgan at the Tacoma, and it's just getting to know these guys and having an all-in-one room, sharing ideas. It's an awesome feeling, because they're more than just brewers, they're my friends.
Yeah, I think this event here is awesome today. I think it's kind of a rare thing. I've never heard of something like this, so when I heard about it, I definitely jumped on that. The Pink Boots, so there's a Pink Boots Society, which is any woman who is in the industry that is making some of their income off of beer can join the Pink Boots Society. They're real steel-toed work boots. These are what I wear when I brew.
I see for us it goes beyond the beer. Tacoma loves Tacoma. Tacoma people love Tacoma businesses. And what I would like to see and to be a part of is a growing community of just artisans, whether it be cheese or just art in general, anything. I'd like to build that kind of spirit in Tacoma, where we can have local artisans get together and build business and community.
Unlike a lot of other industries, the craft beer industry is not really competitively oriented. Total, we make up maybe like 10% of the market share for beer sold in the U.S., so we're not really competing with each other. We're mostly competing with the larger breweries, the big domestics, so they're the ones that we see as competitors, not really each other. And when we get together, all the brewers in Tacoma, it's the same kind of thing where people are like, oh, how does this work on your system, or how do you do this, or how do you get that to happen? And I think it makes beer better for everybody. It's super fun, and we get to do the thing that we really like to do, which is screw around and drink beer and make beer.